Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our York City Road to Glory save here on the channel, where we take York from the Conference all the way to the Premier League and beyond. Today on the episode we've got a match coming up for you against Bromley and Barnet. In the league we have some transfer dealings that went on off camera while you were away, and our form has been terrible. Have we thrown away our chances of promotion? We will soon find out in this episode. So you can see on the screen here the transfer dealings that went on. Matthew Walsh got a bid for him from Leeds. He must be a really hot prospect as a goalie. I managed to negotiate them up to 125k, which is a lot of money for our club, for York. 125k with a 50% sell on future fees. So if he gets sold to one of the big boys, if he turns out to be a really top keeper, then we will get 50% of that clause. Connor Hall, again, I think I was looking to cut the wages down at the time. So Connor Hall left to go to Gateshead for 4k. So we've really sorted out the finances very much now. You can see we brought in total this season 125k and sort of sold 175k rather, and brought in a total of 21k. And you can see here on the finances screen that the wage budget now, we are within our wage budget. We're currently spending 425k per week on players, and committed 40,425 and committed 4704. So you can see we're getting there now. We're within our wage budget. I'd love to really get York into a really strong financial position. That's one of the things I really love to do, play a bit of the financial side of things. So this is a good start towards that. With the extra budget that we got, the extra money that we got from the Walsh sale, I requested more staff members. We got one more staff member, so I went for a goalkeeping coach, Ian Turner here. You can see he's very decent for this level indeed, which is now completely maxed out our staff for this division, which is tremendous going. I also asked for another scout, and you can see we're now almost maxed out on the scouting side of things as well. So pleasing news indeed off the pitch. Now, in terms of our form, it's not been so hot really. We left you with the Hartlepool game where we were trying to recapture some form after we got knocked out of the FA Cup, which we won 1-0. The form was good actually for most of the rest of that month. I mean, Dover we beat 3-1, Solihull Moors 3-0, Connor Stanley there, Kempster scoring a brace, FC Halifax 4-0, Woking 4-0. You can see a theme here of Navarro and Kempster scoring important goals for us. Sutton was 2-1. And then a 5-0, massive result that one, 5-0 against Colchester in the league. But unfortunately in that match, or just shortly after that match, Milan Bars got injured, and Vieira got one of his suspensions, his long-term sort of 2-week suspensions, so that really didn't help matters. And also with the sales of a couple of our players, we're really thin on the ground in terms of squad. I think Romano might have got an injury sort of around this time as well. So certainly I can see that we are very thin in terms of the actual squad here. I mean, we beat Aldershot, we drew with Aldershot 1-1, we drew with Sutton 1-1, and then against Sutton it was 2-0. That was the FA Trophy round, and again, FA Trophy games, they're a big waste of time. I'm not a big fan of the competition at all, and they really clog up the fixture list, so not so great. Ebbsfleet, it was a 0-0 draw, and then 1-1 Notts County. So not terrible run of form really. Let's have a quick look at the league table. So as you can see, guys, in the league table here, we still haven't lost a single game this season. It was a lot of draws in that poor run of form we have. So we played 30, won 24, drawn 6, 80 goals scored, goal difference of 62 and 78 points. So it's not exactly terrible. I mean, we are still unbeaten, but in these coming games, I really would like to get a couple of couple more results to really push us over the line to the title. So as you can see, everybody, these are the problems we've been facing. Vieira got a suspension, and Ciavatini is out. We also had Romano out for that run as well there, and Jamie Gray, of course, as well with a knock. So let's see what Quick Pick does. We've had to play Connor Stanley because Bars is out for a couple of months with a long-term injury. So we're really, really thin. I mean, if you just have a look at the squad here, we can only just about, fill the bench. Here. I mean, I've got some players who I've been bringing through in the under 21s. Not ideal though, really. Jamie Gray no, I'm going to keep it as it keeps. So Kempster, Navarro, Stanley, Ben Camis, Christy Davis in the box to box again. Role he's okay at. We will see in this match. Cox, Muscat, Harrison, Romano, Dyer, and Stevens. Fingers crossed that we can get a win here just to really push us over the line towards the title. So let's do the team talk here. Come on, lads, show me what you could do to keep our... We should be winning this one fairly comfortably. Yeah, I agree with that. I have faith in you. I have faith in you, and I have faith in you. So, like I say, hopefully we can improve on our form and put Bromley in their place. They were 5th in the league. We are on 79, they're on 54. So we are certainly a much better team than them. Hopefully we can put them in their place and win this game. So a pretty uneventful first part of the game. You've got a throw in here to York. Christy Davis smashes it. What a goal from Christy Davis. Goodness gracious me. That was absolutely tremendous from the lad. Let's have a look at this again. So it's a throw in from Dyer. A lot of our goals from throw-ins and free kicks. Big part of this tactic. Isaac Christy Davis picks it up and smashes it into the back of the net. Excellent goal from York. Come on, York. We really need to push through and get promotion here. I don't want any more messing around with our form. I'd like 2 wins out of 2 from this little run of form. Oh no, we can't take another injury, especially in central midfield. We've got to bring Whelan on for Ben Camis, and we'll change them round like that. That is not ideal at all. I am also aware that I seem to be leaning forward again and cutting off my chin, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Trying to iron out these mistakes as they come up. We are recording, yes indeed. Connor Stanley, retraining him on the left. It'd be very useful to have him able to play on the left and the right. Like I say, Bars has got a 2-month injury. It might be done for Bars at the club. There was interest in him. I'd probably be willing to sell him for $250,000, 350k, something along those lines, should a bid come in. I think he's reached his ceiling, at this level, but we will see. So half time, York 1, Bromley 0. Let's go to the dressing room, see what Charlie Oatway has to say. Yeah, he's got the lads motivated very nicely. Start a second half. That's why I love having an assistant with high motivating skills. They can do the team talks really, really well, if you know what I mean, so you don't have to bother doing them. Dyer. Stanley scores his first goal coming in from the left there. First goal as a left winger, 4th goal of the season. Yeah, as well, in other news, I completed one of my manager badges, so I'm now, I think, Continental B coach, which is really good news. Stats are improving. Connor Stanley with a lovely taken goal there. And also, I've been scouting out some of the under 21s and under 18s of like Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool. All their youth prospects. So hopefully we can pick up some future hot prospects as and when they come off their contract, if they get released by their clubs. Into the 56. Could do with this game petering out. Let's see if we can make any more changes here. We are very, very thin on the ground here. We'll bring on Scott and we'll leave as is. No, I think I'll bring on Jamie Gray as well. He has been okay for me when he's actually had time to play in the match. I think that's the ice cream man coming round. He always comes at around this time. There are some kids who rush out from next door, and he knows he gets a sale almost every time he comes around. So here we go then. 72nd minute. Romano picks up from Stevens. Romano plays it out. to Navarro. Navarro back to Christy Davis. Been very, very delighted with Christy Davis. I knew he was a great signing when we made the signing. Cox, Christy Davis, over to Stanley. Gray, Stanley. Oh, good tackle by Bromley there. Yeah, so I mean, this run of form that we've been having, it's not terrible, but it's far from ideal. I'd have liked the league to have been done and dusted really by now. Oh, goodness me. Romano clears it off the line. Yeah, I'd have liked the league to have been done and dusted by now, and so we can really start focusing on next season. I think we're there anyway. To be honest, if I'm honest, I think we're done. Cox plays it in. Stanley. Gray scores. Jamie Gray. I told you he was a good player. 6th goal of the season. He's just a little bit injury prone, but hopefully he's put that behind him now. That means I can play, if I want to, I can play Kempster on the left hand side there as well. So it's really good news for all concerned. If Jamie Gray hits a purple patch of form, that will be amazing. 3-0 to York. Yep, so he's onside. Don't know why they show the replay there, the VAR. So, like I say, I mean, hopefully you can see what I try and do. I don't focus too much on tactics. If I find a tactic I like, whether it's one I make or a downloaded one, I just use that tactic. I hate tinkering with the tactics constantly. I just find one or two I like and keep with them solidly, you know, build around that. I see myself much more as a director of football type of manager, bringing in players, developing players. Oh, good goal from Cheek there. Bringing in players, developing players, you know, and selling on for profit, and really getting that conveyor belt of talent going in the club. I think that's the way you progress up the league, if I'm honest. But I do understand that some people do love to tinker with tactics. That's an important part of the game for them. So what I may do when we get into the league itself, I may drop this tactic because it does seem a little OP, this 4-4-2. And develop one of my own. I might do. I haven't decided yet whether to do that or not. Let's go to the dressing room and give the team talk. We'll let Charlie do it. He's good at those. Okay, he didn't get a result there. Pleased with your defensive efforts. Pleased with your efforts. And I'm pleased with your efforts. Okay, a little bit better there. So as you can see there, guys, the league table now shows us on 81 points. There's a gap to us, to Notts County, here on 66. So it is quite a considerable gap, to be fair. We're going to move on now to the next game of the episode, rather. Ben Camis injured. Let's see how long the Ben Camis injury is for. 4 to 5 weeks. Come on, FM. Stop doing this to me. So you can see that the board here, in the in-betweeny week, the board here delighted with the club vision. We're 2 years ahead of our plan here. So, like I say, I am looking anyway, to push up and get up into the leagues. And then next season, it's going to be all about fighting to see whether we can stay in League 2. Hello everybody and welcome to the day of the game, Barnet versus York. So you can see here the horrible news that we had after the previous match. Ben Camis out for 3 to 4 weeks, I think it said. So let's see what the Quick Pick says. Yeah, Quick Pick is doing exactly what I would have done. Also Vieira is still suspended, Barr's still injured, and yeah, that Ben Camis injury as well. Jordan Cox too looks like he's picked up a little bit of a knock, so we're better off leaving him on the bench. I agree with that as well. So let's submit the team and get to the match. Hopefully we're recording. Yes, we are. Submit the team and get to the match. Into the dressing room now. Hand over to assistant. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. And I have faith in you. Hopefully again we can pick up another win. It was 3-1 last time round. I'm hoping for at least a similar result here. That would really ensure that we're promoted this season, I think, as champions, because we don't want to go into the playoffs at all. I have a poor record on FM in playoffs. Always bottom them. Very rarely go up via playoffs in my games. Whelan. It's a little bit fast as well, I think. So let them down the speed here. Yeah, there we go. A little bit too fast. So Sender picks up for Barnet, running back towards goal into the 11th minute now. Not too much going on in terms of the highlights. I mean, we are away from home, the Hive, Barnet's ground. Alexander Sander with a headed shot. Stevens has been good for me, actually. I've been quite pleased with Stevens. He's not like a world beater or anything like that, but he has been pleasing. Christy Davis, on the other hand, has been exceptional, as has Sia Bettini. Kempster, see, he can easily play on that left winger role. Kempster, and smashes it in. That's what I mean. He's just an awesome player to have around. Luckily, I think I've got him on contract for another year or two. I don't know where his ceiling's going to be in the sort of the league system, whether or not he'll be able to cope with the league above. But he's so useful to have around. He really is. The amount of games I've played where I've just switched him, if one of the strikers has got injured, I've switched him up to strikers or striker, or switched him over to left wing. Really, really important player for us. Added to the fact that he scored 32, 33 goals, I think it was, last season. Pretty impressive from Kempster there. Whelan. I'd like to see a bit more from Whelan. I mean, I know he's not had a huge amount of chance since he came in. Stanley at right wing. Saved by Loach in goal. So 1-0 to York, half time. Pretty uneventful first half, but we'll take it. I did the thing again where I didn't record when I meant to, so apologies you missed a little bit of that game. But there wasn't too much to talk about anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. Let's do the team talks here. A lot more to come from you. A lot more to come from you. Okay, let's start the second half. I'd love to see another goal from Jamie Gray. As well, to mean that we don't have to constantly rely on Kempster and Navarro. Alexander is a cross of the ball, don't care about what they're doing. I'm going to demand, we'll get creative, lads, pressured by the feedback. That is one thing that I'd like to see. Sia Bettini with a lovely goal from a corner there. Navarro taking a corner, Sia Bettini converting, 5th goal of the season for Sia Bettini, been an important signing for us. I'd love to see the shouts improve next FM. We know now from a tweet from SI that there will be an FM21 coming out. It's just a question of when, because of the whole COVID situation. But I'm expecting sort of maybe end of November, December release, but we will see. Stanley picks up on the right. Christy Davis controlling play. Dyer on a yellow again. He nearly always is, much like Vieira. Kempster picks it up over on the left hand side, plays it into Gray. Lovely goal from Jamie Gray. Yes, it is excellent news that Jamie Gray's getting in some form. That should really see us over the line towards the League 2 now. Excellent news. Yeah, so as you can see there, guys, really delighted with that. Delighted with the win, the 2 wins, really, in this episode to arrest our slight dip in form there. We're now on 84 points, very far clear of Aldershot on 68 and Notts County on 67. Let's have a look at the schedule to see where we're going to come back to you. So I think I'm going to play all these games now off camera, finish up the season. I'll come back to you. I think we'll only do one episode. Next episode we'll do the Dagenham and Redbridge, as we've already seen Hartlepool this season, so we'll do the Dagenham and Redbridge game at the end of the season. It will be more of a sort of discussion of targets and plans, etc. for the summer, because it's going to be a big summer for us as we try and establish ourselves as a League 2 team. So there we have it, guys. Good results for us there. 3-1 against Bromley, 3-0 against Barnet. If you have enjoyed that episode, please leave me a nice thumbs up there down below, a nice comment, subscribe if you want to the channel. In terms of the direction we're going to be going with the channel here, I think I'm going to move on to daily content for you all. I want to see how this week goes first, how my workflow goes with this, but I feel confident that I can produce now daily videos for you to a certain standard, so hopefully that'll be good, and hopefully we can start that next week. Like I say, if you have enjoyed the episode, please leave me a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe down below, and enjoy the rest of your day, everyone.